Welcome. Today we're going to move through a Qigong sequence for the metal element associated with the season of the autumn, representing the leaves letting go. We've got our little mascots here. I like to think of letting go as what nature does rather than what we do intentionally. We can sense when we're ready to let go, when the fruit is ripe or when the leaf is ready to fall. We might encourage it with some gentle shaking, deep sighing and breathing. The idea is to allow ourselves the space to naturally let go. Let's begin with a few cleansing breaths, releasing any tension. So inhale and the diaphragm draws down. Exhale, gently squeezing the core muscles and the ribs, and then simply soften and allow the air to absorb as the lungs expand. And again, contract and absorb. In through the nose and out through the mouth. This time, inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose as well, softening even more into the earth, feeling your own roots connected. This time let's try a double inhale, long exhale. So short, short and long. One more time, in through the nose and out through the nose. Smoothly and steady. Like the trees releasing their leaves, the autumn reminds us to let go and clear space for stillness and renewal. And metal carries the virtue of integrity, clarity, and courage. We'll start here with some breathing and settling in to our posture. Breathing nice and deeply in through the nose, allowing your diaphragm to soften and descend as you inhale. Exhale gently through your mouth, letting something go, some tension or thought you've been holding on to. Release it with a gentle sigh. And inhale deeply, filling up like a balloon, getting lighter. And exhale, softening even more, connecting with the earth, placing the hands in front of the dantian, the energy center that we build through Qigong. Center of awareness, attention, a place for Qi to build, and a space for the mind to focus, to settle, where inner calm and stillness build a reservoir of energy. And as you tune into your center, look around you, notice what you appreciate. What does it feel like? That inner joy that radiates outwards, expanding with each breath, and reflecting back to you what life appreciates about you. And we'll turn our hands facing towards the earth, connecting with our roots and the ground beneath our feet. And now we're going to move into some pandiculation, a natural way to release deep tension in the body. Start by lifting one arm and guiding it gently towards your back pocket. Think of this as an inward stretch, like a yawn, slowly releasing your muscles. And as you move, explore the wave of contraction and release. aware of the subtle engagement and relaxation. Feel into a light tension as you engage those muscles supporting movement. And then slow it down and release with a long exhale, up to 10 seconds. Now we'll move into a two-hand pandiculation, drawing both arms back to contract the back and the shoulders, and then rounding the spine as you gently release. This movement is known as spinal breathing in Qigong. Exhaling as you round, inhaling as you open. And as you reach back and expand, imagine you guiding your hands towards your back pockets without any compression or tension. Tuck the pelvis as you round and arch the back as we open up like a flower in bloom. Now adding in some rotation, so exhaling as you turn to the side and inhaling to the center. Then exhaling to the other side and repeat. Really feel the spine lengthening and grounding your weight through the feet. So as the hands go back, you arch the back, and as you round, the pelvis tucks under and the spine moves in between, guiding the arms, stabilizing the structure, and feeling the energy flow through it, flowing through the whole body as we breathe in and out the autumn air, letting go of what we do not need, what doesn't serve us in the moment, the present moment, listening to the trees for their wisdom and guidance as they know when to let go and when to stay strong and keep their leaves shining bright and green, or slowly turning gold, red. Think of some of your emotions that might be changing through the practice, preparing to transform, to let go, to become part of the earth element. As each of the elements works together, the metal element is a product of the earth element. So these two really work together to harmonize the Qi. And then the metal element gives us clarity, courage, and integrity, which attracts the water element, the stillness, the peace, and the calm of winter that inevitably is on its way. So preparing our bodies through Qigong. And this one nourishes the kidneys as we draw the elbows back, breathing into that lower back area. Then exhaling, touch the elbows together. This practice helps to release fear, build confidence, and it nourishes the kidneys, said to house our vital reserves and willpower, giving us strength and resilience through the colder months, and warming up through our Qigong practice. Sometimes listening and tuning in to your body, that's all you need. Other times a little movement flow can really carry you through the day, or transform some stress, bring you into presence. And this practice of spinal breathing or pandiculation really helps to tune in and awaken the breath and the body connection, the spinal flow, the movement, and the energy that we cultivate. Now let's begin to shake like the leaves rustling from the trees, letting go and grounding our energy. Feel free to take some deep inhales and exhales with a sigh. You can make an audible sigh to really let go from the depths of your nervous system, to soothe your energy. Otherwise, you can simply breathe and shake up and down, lightly lifting the heels or without lifting the heels. And pause for a moment, see how your energy feels. And raising the arms up to open the chest, expand the lungs, and improve circulation in the diaphragm. Letting your arms, your wrists loose and swinging down with a swoosh. Purging any stagnation that remains and allowing the ground to lift you back up. And feel free to make a sound like ha, or with a whisper. Exhaling any tension, and begin to tap on the chest. This is the kidney meridian, and now we're tapping down the meridian of the lungs. So up the meridian of the large intestine and down the meridian of the lungs on the inside towards the thumb, and up on the outside towards the shoulder. This is the metal element track. We're going down towards the thumb, back up towards the shoulder. And keep going, tapping lightly, but so that you feel some energy flowing, like we're unblocking a river. Important energy points, particularly in the elbow, where the energy can be stagnant, or at the wrist. So you might want to give a little bit more attention to these areas, also on the shoulder and the front of the chest. This is the lung 1 point, lung 1 and 2, and then it goes down towards the thumb, helping us to breathe deeper, unblock the sinuses, and have our energy flowing through our arms more freely. You can even tap the large intestine 4 point, that's the webbing between the thumb and index finger. And trying to maintain our integrity in the body while doing so. Don't do anything that feels forceful or over exertion. And actually the lung meridian starts on the belly, so we can tap here as well. But on the external channels, it begins at the shoulder on the front, just below the clavicle in the corner. But the internal meridian starts in the belly, kind of represented by the belly breath when you begin the inhale through the belly, which does help to soothe the system, to calm the mind and relax the body. But I do recommend to expand the ribs as well, taking a deep breath in and exhaling with the sound simply letting go, no forceful sound here. Inhaling deeply, feel the ribs expand. Exhale with a sound. And inhale. We want the ribs and the chest to expand lightly to get the full energy flow. And this one is called draw a bow. Helps to open the chest. Get those upper ribs expanding and pandiculating the back and the front of the chest, alternating each side. So in Qigong, we go from one to the other, relaxing one side and then releasing the other side, creating a slight tension as we draw the bow and releasing slowly as we exhale. Opening the lung meridian and the chest. Feel into that tension point and clearing out. This is called lung clearing. Pushing out to the sides and gathering back, clearing the air from the lungs and absorbing clarity. You can even imagine you're creating space where you feel centered. Like there's a glowing aura building around you. As we clear the mist. This is another technique you can use to really draw that aura around yourself. Imagining the color white surrounding you, representing the metal element. Clear, crystal, and shining with clarity. Your mind reflects the sunlight, and you think of metals. It could be minerals, you know, like glistening on the mountains, like silver and gold. Or even quartz, any kind of mineral. Let's do a little shimmy around the shoulders, holding an acupressure point on the large intestine meridian, and then massaging around the arms, again tracing these metal element meridians. Helping to strengthen that chi and also nurture ourselves in the process. Turning this to the side simply to feel a gentle twist helps the energy to unblock. And take a deep breath, pressing the hands together. Massage the face. Let's harvest the energy that we've just built. Harvesting the chi, so we nourish our face with the energy that the body has generated. Face, neck, shoulders, back of the head, back of the neck. Give it all a good massage. The large intestine meridian goes on the outside of the neck. And the large intestine meridian also goes, there's an acupressure point outside of the nose. Helps to unblock the sinuses and breathe easier. Of course, relating to the lungs. And now we're going to press the acupressure point on the lung meridian, lung 1 point. So just below the clavicle, an acupressure point helps to release sadness and grief. Those deep, heavy emotions that keep us locked and unable to breathe freely. So massage nice and deeply here, without pressing too hard. Circling for 30 seconds to a minute on each side. And just brush that down. This is another point on the crease of the elbow called lung 5. It's actually the water point on the lung meridian. So it helps to release any stagnant water. And this point on the base of the wrist, in front of the thumb, helps to release emotions and strengthen the lungs. Particularly useful if you have a cough or weak lungs. I'm just massaging the thumb because the lung meridian finishes on the thumb. There's a lot of good reflexology points here as well. Can improve circulation in the brain as well. This is something you can do when you're sitting there, you're waiting for a train, a bus, or simply want to take care of your body. Do some acupressure. Relax, let go. Discover what your energy feels like, where it can flow through a gentle touch. And again on this side, pressing the lung 5 point on the thumb side of the wrist at the crease. Again, giving that thumb a good massage. And shake it off. How do you feel now? Now we're going to trace down the lung meridian very lightly using a kind of Reiki technique, also used in Qigong to improve circulation through mindfulness, through guiding our awareness, our attention. So follow along and enjoy this soothing practice as we trace the lung meridian, the large intestine meridian on both sides, while breathing deeply and using our awareness, our attention to guide the energy flow. You might also want to synchronize with the breath, so exhale down, releasing, and inhaling up, gathering. But breathe naturally, there's no right way to breathe. Synchronize with how you feel and your movement. You might start very close to the skin or your clothes and move slowly away from, so that you pick up the energy from further away each time.